Alright guys, welcome back to my Let's Play Stanley Parable. Where we left off, we played it, I explored, I got a interesting museum-like ending, and yeah, that was about it. I apologize if I explored a little bit too much. I totally understand with episodes dragging on and so on and so forth. But we're gonna get going, we're gonna continue, because there are 6 endings. We're gonna see how many endings I can get by the end of the week. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how many endings I can find. So let's begin the game, and let's see. See what happens when we get back our second playthrough. Let's see if anything changes. Anything fancy. Anything spiffy. You know?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company.
Okay, I'm guessing the intro doesn't change, so let's skip that. Well, hello, we are back. Okay, so you totally didn't see that. Anywho, you did not see me skip a bit because somebody went online through Steam and I had to quickly fix that. Okay, so nothing's changed here. Looks like nothing's changed here.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yes, they're gone.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, so we're gonna follow the narrator. I figure it's time to listen to the man and see what happens.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, let's go left. See what happens if I please the narrator.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, so let's head to the broom closet. Ah!
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Do I have to? Can I just stay in here again? I'm sorry, it tracked me.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Okay, it's the same dialogue. Let's keep going. We'll maybe go to that one later.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So let's walk upstairs to the office. So let's, once again, beat the crap out of the man. I doubt he's there. But still, we're gonna try.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Okay.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay, we're getting to the code in.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. So we're back here. Nothing really has changed. Too much. Well, not really. Nothing really changed. But like I said, I'm going to try to get all 6 endings by the end of the week. And I imagine some parts I'm going to have to skip and jump through and kind of pick up the pace.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, and also, as it occurred to me, also if my life started to be narrated, it'd be interesting, because a lot of things happened today as I'm recording this. I don't want to get into
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't want to get into it, but it was not a fun day. Let's put the least, but I'm trying to put it behind me and get these out for you guys, because yeah, I care the fact that you guys like to watch me play games. Let's see what happens when I escape, and then I come back. I'm curious.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, The truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay, we know, but I'm curious what happens when I go far enough and then I turn around and come back.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Okay. Now, let's turn around and head back. Let's see what happens. I am utterly curious about this one. So yeah, I imagine trying to find these endings. We're gonna have to repeat a lot of things, go through a lot of stuff. I really want to see these different endings because we got an interesting ending, and it sounds like I just reading the comments. I really appreciate the comments, guys. Really do. It was fantastic.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
There we go. Okay, let's check out the mind control. Okay. It's pretty dark. I'm assuming we're supposed to hit the giant button with the light switch. There we go.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I guess we will, because there's no other way. Can I turn it off? No. Yeah. Let's continue. Just goes. Oh, camera button. I guess we'll turn the
Now the
TVs.
monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy being monitored and observed by like everything you do. That is creepy. Definitely would not like that. What are we? We're playing like 497. I think we were 497. I could be wrong. Yeah, that looks like his office. Anywho, I guess we hit that button.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I don't... it's a good question.
No. He refused to believe it.
Damn
He
right.
couldn't accept it.
No.
His own life in someone else's control?
Yes.
Never. It
No.
was unthinkable. Wasn't
Totally.
it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Well, maybe, but we're not taking it. We're gonna punch the man in the face.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Apparently, we're going to, and... Do I push buttons, or... Oop. Okay, I saw the door over there. I'm assuming I go through said door over there. Yep. Because this is power. And there's a number 5. Nothing happened. And there's a button up there, and I'm assuming I have to take note of where these buttons are. It's just a hunch. Oh, good. Mind control is idle. Good. Fantastic. Like, I want to see that. Okay.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Yes, because we're a hero. I'm gonna turn this off. Off. Okay, what happened? What did I do? Oops. I think.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
And how?
Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Freedom.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
There's a couple interesting things talked about that, but yeah, you know what? I would love to know the knowledge of the place, but freedom and having your own life, it's important.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Kind of like that ending. Oh. Oh, I guess we're back in here. But I like that ending. It was nice. Like it sounded like a bad ending at first because you didn't know what's happening here, the mysteries of where your coworkers went and everything. But at the same time, it's like you're free. You have control of your life. Yeah, sorry, guys. Just having that freedom and the control to go and do what you want to do and be happy. And it's kind of hard getting that. But yeah, oh, excuse me, that was a hiccup. Well, you know what, guys? I think I'm gonna make this episode short. I'm gonna end the episode here. I feel like I like that ending. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to think of something to say and I'm drawing blanks. Today has been incredibly rough. And I kind of love changing. I told myself I wouldn't get emotional about it. And here I am. Damn my girl emotions. Anywho, I'm gonna go crack open an alcoholic beverage. A little bit stiffer than normal. Have a drink.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Okay, possibly this could lead to something. But yeah, I'm gonna end the episode here, guys. Thank you guys for watching this short episode. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Let me know, as usual, like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out my other videos. Like I said, I actually enjoyed this ending. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. You guys have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!